All right, spring, great time of year to explore New Jersey's unique Pinelands region. News 12's Brian Donahue never really needs an excuse to do anything. And today he heads into the woods with a small fictional gnome and the man who created him as his guide.
Pine branches slap the side of the Subaru as Bill Lewis and I drive down a narrowing road into a forest of pygmy pines in the Pinelands. This feels like another planet.
And there's the magical part of the Pine Barrens.
This mysterious forester of miniature trees is one of several spots highlighted in a new book by Lewis, Adventure with Piney Joe, in which a cartoon version of this hand-sewn gnome Lewis's wife gave him for Christmas 2 years ago guides readers to the best spots to visit across the Pine Barrens.
I took him out in the woods with me, and everybody loved the pictures of him out in the woods, out in the pines.
The book idea came during the pandemic when Lewis met many people visiting the Pines for the first time. They were bewildered once they got there, expecting some kind of packaged tourist spot. That is not what the Pine Barrens is all about. Lewis should know he's the son and grandson of some of the last generation of true pineys, people who lived off the land here gathering pine cones and other products for New York and Philadelphia floral markets.
My dad was a transitioning piney. Remember the old ways and the old things that you could go out and pull pine cones, and we did that whenever he wasn't working.
Lewis's previous book, New Jersey's Lost Piney Culture, explores what it meant to be a piney then and today, now that that culture is long gone.
There was a lot of negative stereotypes floating around about what pineys were.
The word piney was long considered a derogatory term after early 20th century eugenicists tried to use the area's residents as an example of their discredited pseudo-scientific theories. The term came to be embraced by locals with their Piney Pride bumper stickers. Lewis describes 10 types of modern-day pineys, from the tree hugger piney, environmentalists who work to protect the pines, to firefighter piney, to the patriotic piney.
We all learn something from each other, no matter what type of piney you are.
As I've always found about the Pinelands, the more you learn about the place, the more fascinating it becomes. And to find a place like this forest, which I've always wanted to visit, well, it helps to have the proper guide, even if he's a stuffed gnome with his hat over his eyes.
I'm Brian Donahue. This is Positively New Jersey.
Everybody needs one of those. Well, both books, in case you were wondering, by Lewis, are available on Amazon and at local bookstores.
Where do you keep your gnome?
That's a secret.
Yeah, okay.
Not in the Pinelands, though.
Okay.